game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So North Carolina's offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Dozier. And they can't make the connection on third down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Buffalo's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Back to throw, it's Dozier. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Oh, they're after him! And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 3rd and goal where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Number 85 in the end zone.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner is stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll try the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mooney. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Mooney. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just keeps slinging it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. Tight coverage there, did not stop it from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking for a man. It's Mooney. Finds his man down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field.
With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And the Bulls are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Setting up the screen. Nice move there. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Buffalo 31, North Carolina 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Back to throw, it's Mooney. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Buffalo 31, North Carolina 21.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Bulls will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of them. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. But jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ballgame. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bulls inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. He'll set up to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air, it's Mooney. He's taking a deep shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here comes the heat. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.